boy, oh boy. I haven't had a movie throw me into this much of a loop in forever. Holy cow. Hey, what's up, you guys? Film fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review Annihilation. So Annihilation stars Natalie Portman, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Tessa Thompson, and Gina Rodriguez, and what this film is basically about. It's about, when this biologist signs up for this mission with this team to go into this place that, is very weird. And some people have not made it out of this place, let's just say that. And yeah, that's basically all I can really give you with the plot with this movie, because if I give any more, I feel like I'll go into spoiler territory, and I don't really want to spoil anything with this movie in particular. So yeah. So what did I think of Annihilation? Now, going into Annihilation, I didn't have much expectations, and what I mean by that is that I didn't really see any trailers for this movie, honestly. I really didn't. I didn't watch any trailers for this movie. Really didn't look up what the plot was with this film. All I knew about it is that it starred Natalie Portman. It was directed by Alex Garland, who did Ex Machina, and that's all I knew. That's all I knew about with this movie. I didn't know what the plot was. I didn't know what, I heard it was like a sci-fi movie, so I really didn't know much about the film going into it, and I heard about the polarizing reviews that it had. So that's all I knew about going into it. I didn't know much beyond those things I just mentioned. So I was still intrigued, though. Still intrigued to see what this movie could bring, because I was hearing some intriguing things about the film. So I was like, okay, maybe this could be something intriguing, and I will say Annihilation is pretty fantastic. I really love this movie a lot. It's a very intriguing sci-fi movie. Definitely, I want to say, one of the more intriguing sci-fi movies I've seen in recent memory, honestly. Like, I really enjoyed this a lot. This is a fantastic sci-fi film. It's very intriguing. It's very, thought-provoking, and just really, honestly, intense at points, too. And I'll get into that, what I mean by that as well. And just Annihilation was really fantastic. Really a movie that took me by surprise and really was fantastic. I really enjoyed Annihilation a ton. It's an amazing film. So let's get into my positives first with the movie. My positives are, first being the acting. The acting is actually really good in this movie. I thought everyone gave a solid performance overall. Natalie Portman was great in this film. I quite enjoyed her a lot in this movie. I did really like her character a lot as well. And, I was very interested to see where she would go with this team and whatever. And she was really fantastic. I thought she gave a really good performance in this movie. And she was really great, honestly. I quite enjoyed her a lot in this film. Jennifer Jason Leigh was great as well. I enjoyed her in the film. Tessa Thompson was really good as well. Gina Rodriguez was very good too. And Oscar Isaac is in the movie too. For the scenes that he's in it for, I'll say he was really enjoyable. I did quite enjoy him in the movie. So yeah, I will say overall the acting is really good in this film. I thought everyone gave a pretty solid performance overall. I really liked how this movie kind of just, makes you think in a way. You know what I mean? Like, I like sci-fi movies that are like that are really intriguing like that. And I really like that with this film. You are interested, because of this atmosphere and whatever, and the stuff that's happening and whatever in the movie. Like I said, I can't really say too much because of spoilers, but when certain things happen in the movie, you're quite interested to see where it could go next, and it's quite intriguing, and I was really invested in it. I was like, okay, where are we going to go with this? I'm into it, let's do this. I was really invested to see where it could go and whatever. And also, this place is known for making people go insane. So it's kind of interesting to see, okay, when is one of these characters going to snap like, when is it going to happen? You know what I mean? It was like these characters were like a ticking time bomb. And that was another interesting aspect, too. And that's what made it so, like I said before, like, intense at points. Because you're wondering, like, are they going to snap? Like, it was very interesting to watch with that as well. And I really liked that a lot. It was really great. It was really, really intriguing, honestly. And, you know, I felt very invested to see where they would go next with this story. And I thought it was really fantastic, honestly. So, yeah, I will say that they do handle that very well. And I was very invested to see where it could go next. But the music added a lot to this movie. I really loved the music a lot with this film. You know, definitely some of the best use of music I've seen in a movie, honestly. I don't think since The Shape of Water, honestly, have I seen a movie use music so perfectly and really fits with the element of the film and really adds a lot to the effect of the movie. I really love the music a lot with this film. Definitely added a lot to the effect of the film, in my opinion. I really did. Like, there's like an acoustic guitar kind of score you hear, and it's really great, and it's really adding to a lot of the scenes. And I think it's really fantastic, honestly. So yeah, the music is really fantastic in this film as well. I really love that a lot. And, you know, I really like the writing with the film. I think the writing is pretty solid with the Annihilation. You know, the dialogue was pretty good and whatever. I did like the writing with the film. The directing is absolutely fantastic with this movie. I love the directing with the film. The directing is absolutely incredible. It's directed by Alex Garland, who, like I said, did Ex Machina, and somehow he does an even better job with this movie, honestly. I really loved his directing with this film. It's very well shot. Editing is really great, honestly. I really love the editing with this movie, and the cinematography is fantastic. I love the cinematography with this movie. I really did. I really love the cinematography with Annihilation. So beautiful, beautiful cinematography. So yeah, the directing is really fantastic with this film. I really did think so. It's really well shot. It's really well shot. Editing is really good, and the cinematography, like I said, is absolutely beautiful. I love how this movie builds atmosphere. The way that the movie builds atmosphere in this film is great. I really like it a lot as well. I really love how they build this atmosphere of this, like, kind of, this, I want to say, like, kind of force field type of thing that they're in, and it's really great. Like, I really love how they build atmosphere in this movie, honestly. It's really fantastic, and they do a very, very great job with it. The visual effects are really great with this movie. I really love the visual effects a lot. It is definitely visually stunning, and I really love the visual effects with this film. They are really incredible. I do think the visual effects with Annihilation are really fantastic. And the pacing, now I will say this, yes, this movie is a slow burn. It is very slow, but however, it's a slow burn that I think is really great. Like, you know, it is a slow burn, but I was interested, and I was invested to see what will happen next. So, it's a good slow burn, in my opinion, of course. I really do think so. And, you know, that could be a problem for some people, but that really wasn't a problem with me, honestly, with the film, because I was really invested to see what would happen with the story and whatever. So, the fact that it was a slow burn didn't really bother me, but it could bother some other people. But I really did think the pacing was pretty good with the movie, honestly. So, yeah. Now, the only negative that I do have with Annihilation is that there's a subplot that involves Natalie Portman and a professor that she knows. And although I will say it does add to something for the story and for Natalie Portman's character, I just felt like it was kind of shoehorned just for that, honestly. You know what I mean? I really didn't think it added that much to the story, to be honest with you. It just felt like something, oh, we need something for Natalie Portman's character and something for the story, so we'll just shoehorn this in. And that's all I really felt like it was in there for, nothing more, nothing less. So yeah, so I felt like just that little side plot was kind of shoehorned in. And that's my only really problem with Annihilation. Annihilation is a fantastic sci-fi film. I really loved Annihilation a lot. It's a really amazing sci-fi film. Definitely a very intriguing one at that too. I really dug this movie a lot. It's a really fantastic film. So it's time for my official grade on Annihilation, and my official grade on Annihilation is an A. I would totally recommend you guys go out and see this. Please go out and see it. It really deserves your time, honestly. It's really fantastic. It's such an intriguing sci-fi film, and I really loved it a lot. It's an amazing movie, and definitely is a film that I think everyone should see. It's really fantastic. So I definitely loved Annihilation a lot, and it definitely deserves an A. So if you have seen Annihilation, what did you think of it? Leave in the comment section below. And I'm Film Fan 0599, and we will see you all later. Peace.